Good morning. Let's see what the surface physical reality situation is that Spirit wants to help you shift your vibration around. What are you focusing too much on in the physical, in the fear world, in listening to the fear voice that needs to be shifted? Changing your thoughts, changing your world. You have a Nine of Pentacles. Some of you may be focusing on your independence or being single. Don't know yet. Let's get two more cards to clarify. We have a King of Wands. He loves to come out recently. What are you still giving too much attention to in your physical reality? What is the current situation? We have cards shooting out all over the place, but I'm putting them back because I want it to come out in the way that it comes out when I receive it. There it is. A Nine of Swords in the reverse. So we have a Nine of Pentacles, a King of Wands, and a Nine of Swords in the reverse. All right, let's see what this is talking about. So just from the first look here, this looks very positive. It looks like, you've been focused on luxury and being able to surround yourself in financial stability and independence. You've been in a King of Wands energy, meaning, a King of Wands has clarity and direction and is holding his passion in his hand, and he is moving forward towards that and has the power to do so. The Nine of Swords in the reverse is talking about, different people interpret this different ways, but you can say that it's overcoming all those thoughts from the fear voice that take you down into that darkness, that take you down into those lower vibrations. But let's get some clarity. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles for us. Show us the current situation or the current vibration of those listening here today. What is clarification for the Nine of Pentacles? 10 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, again, that's kind of like the Nine of Swords in the reverse. 10 of Wands. It's like so hard. Everything being so hard and so burdensome and so overloaded. You got a Nine of Pentacles, and it feels like this person, who maybe is you, representing you, that you've had that mindset for so long that everything has to be hard, nothing can come easy. It's just got to be hard work. You got to work hard for your money. If you get money at all, it's just going to be hard, and you try and you pour all this energy and time, and you get very little out of it, and you feel like you've got to do it all by yourself, and all of that is in the reverse for this Nine of Pentacles, which represents you here, standing here, focused on being surrounded in ease and luxury and financial stability, and knowing now that prosperity is within you. And you're starting to really bring that up out of you. And that's by divorcing the thought that it's going to be hard. Everything has to be hard. And I that's how I grew up. If you get anything at all, it's because you worked super hard for it, and blood, sweat, and tears. So, King of Wands, please clarify the King of Wands in the upright, please. I think Spirit is really giving you a pat on the back today for holding your focus. A Judgment card. King of Wands and the Judgment. Yeah, I think, this King of Wands energy, there's an assessment of a situation from this powerful throne of the King, who has clarity in his passions and who has direction and he's knowing so much what he's wanting, and he's clearing the way, and he's awakening to or this energy, which is you, is awakening to the truth of what the true powerful nature is and what that looks like on the outside. So there's an acceptance, an awakening, an assessment, a coming up into that truest self, beginning to see it now, and beginning to have a very clear path and vibrationally to get there. It's really good. 9 of Swords in the reverse, please. A 10 of Swords in the reverse. Wow. Oh, man. Just breathe with me for just a second. It's over. It's done. 9 of Swords is over. Worry, sleepless nights, your mind's tormenting you over things. Just take a sigh of relief. That's over. It's done. It's done. It's done. You have control over that now. You have control over that now. 10 of Swords. I mean, just as bad as it gets, like betrayal and just the thoughts just kicked your butt, and that bully in your head, it's just over. Just take it, let your shoulders down. Sigh of relief. That's done. It's over. It's over. No more of that. I am in control of my emotional state. I am. I no longer believe I am that fear voice in my head. I no longer identify with it. I no longer entertain it. I no longer let it take up my mental space. 10 of Wands in the reverse. You got so many 9s and 10s here. It's like, relax, breathe. 10 of Wands, heavy burdens, thinking everything's hard. It's over. Let it go. It's over. It's done. You're released from that. You are released from the power the fear voice has had over you to keep you stuck in that reality. It's done. Wonderful. Now let's look at Path A. So if you keep holding, which your mentality is looking pretty sharp right now, like you look like you are controlling the thoughts, you are controlling your imagination world, you are living in that, and man, it is bringing quite the closure and quite the ending to a long road of hardship and worry and self-sabotage, through the mental space. So show me Path A. Show me Path A. What's the outcome if they change nothing? That Moon card has wanted to come out in the reverse. And there it is. So the Moon in reverse. You're no longer duped, okay? You're no longer sucked in, and you're very connected to your intuition, your dreams. You're no longer, nobody's able to manipulate, cast shadows, smoke and mirrors, play games with you. You don't vibe that way anymore. You don't expect that of people anymore. That's shifting out of your vibration. There it is. It wanted to come out, and there it came out. 4 of Swords. And the Knight. I'm going to go ahead and take this 9 of Pentacles because it's the second time Spirit showed it to me. 4 of Swords is rest, recover. If you change nothing, it's just like, just keep in that. If you listen to my 3-part series, that neutral space, the 4 of Swords, of rest, recovery, quiet, just let go. Like, you're doing it. You've done it. So if you change nothing, it looks like you've got this 9 of Pentacles here that's saying take the action. You've been dreaming and playing, and there may be some action that you're ready to take, but quite haven't done it yet. But now this is Path A. Now Path A is always not quite the highest vibration, so let's look at the highest vibration possible. So it may be that if you don't shift your vibration to the highest level possible, you may take an action that, a Knight of Pentacles can be a little bit too premature. It's like maybe that shouldn't have happened yet, or maybe you shouldn't have pushed towards that yet. So, but I do see a lot of wisdom here, a lot of intuition already with the vibration that you have, a lot of intuitive dreams. You have a Four of Swords. This is rest and recovery. This is like, oh, just get in that neutral space and let your shoulders down and just take a sigh of relief, because you've conquered the biggest part of this, and that is that fear voice that wants to control your creative power. And now you're seeing that, maybe you've been doing the 2-chair method, and you've taken that power away, and that's not you, and not your pain, not your problem. That's the ego's problem and ego's pain, and you're just witnessing it. Yeah, you feel it too, but it's because you're roommates and it's not yours. We're all roommates with that ego voice. We can all feel that pain. It's not your pain, not your problem. And you're getting to know your true self. That's very apparent here. You're stepping into that King of Wands. You're going up to that higher calling of allowing that truest self to emerge into the 3D like a beautiful butterfly here. And then it's the end. That ends so many hardships and burdens, and it ends so many mentalities of, worry and just being beat to death by your mind. Like, it's over. Like, get in that neutral space and just be like, oh my God, thank you. Sigh of relief. That's over. It's done. All right, let's see path B. If you shift your vibration to the highest possible, meaning maybe there's some mentality here that's still kind of holding on that we can tweak. All right, 6 of Swords, always a positive card. You're moving on to in the right direction. You're moving in the right direction to better things. You're taking your thoughts and you're using them. You're deciding what thoughts you want to blow through that inner universe, and you're picking thoughts to focus on, thoughts in your imagination that are creating an amazing outer reality. But more than that, and I don't really care about the outer reality, it's the inner that I care most about. You're feeling good. You're feeling good. Nothing has changed in your outer experience, but you are feeling good. And that's instant. Like, once you harness those thoughts and you start having positive thoughts flow through, thoughts that bring you joy, imaginings that bring you joy and relief and comfort and love, and you start blowing that through, oh wow, that's an instant change of your vibration. So you get to feel good. And the more you ignore whatever's going on in that 3D and walk around in that state, knowing that that's your reality, that inner world is your reality, and it's already there. There's nothing to do or achieve or wait on or try to get, or no, it's there. It's done. You imagined it. It's there. It exists. It's there in that inner world. And that instantly shifts you and raises your vibration. So give us more about path B, the highest vibe possible. The highest vibe possible. What's the outcome here? What's going on, or what's the instructions that you have for us today? 4 of Wands. Stability, union, freedom, creativity. I mean, that's a foundation is building. Like, a foundation is building. As you imagine this already complete, already finished, walk around in that reality as you're going about your day. That reality, that foundation is being set in your 3D. Those things are coming, okay? Those things will bloom in your outer world. I was listening to Neville Goddard this morning. He said there is nothing, look at anything in your room or around you that did not, and tell me if there's anything that did not start as a thought first. Anything that was created in your room that did not start as a thought in someone's inner universe. Anything. There's nothing. It all starts there. And one more card, please. Give me one more card for path B. Ooh, hello. 8 of Swords in the reverse. You're not trapped in fear and anxiety. You're not trapped by your thoughts anymore. You're not trapped by other people's thoughts anymore. None of that affects you at all. Oh man, it's amazing. Amazing. You're doing such, you have done. I'm going to put it in the past tense. You've done an amazing job. You've done an amazing job. Look what you're creating. Now just stay there. Just stay there. Keep going. I'm going to get some, I don't normally do this, but I want some clarity on that Nine of Pentacles. Is there some action? I mean, I know that's path A, and usually path A is something you need to be cautious of because we may not be holding the highest vibe. But can you tell us more about what this Knight of Pentacles, this action? Death. Transformation. Change. Beginnings. New beginnings. Transformation. To begin again. I'm just kind of feeling, it's already happened. The transfer, just see the transformation within you. It's already happened. And I know that results in actions on the outside. I know that does. However, I don't feel like now is the time to take those actions. And if I'm wrong, I'm sure Spirit will tell me. Here, give me give me the spiritual advice here. Give me the spiritual advice for the listeners here today. Give me the spiritual advice for the listeners here today. The World in the reverse. We're getting a lot of cards around closure, endings, beginnings, new beginnings, finality, like closing and opening, ending and beginning, ending. Like there's something here. The World card came out, I think, in our last reading. I don't know if it was in the spiritual advice. I don't think it was, but it's talking about there's still that old door that's open, and I think that's something in your physical world right now that you may still be focusing on a little bit too much. I mean, overall, you're doing absolutely amazing. Just know that. But there may be still some situation, some drama, something other that's still getting to you. And they're saying, let that door close, okay? Let that door close. I think this Knight of Pentacles is like, for some of you, it's like you're right on the verge of taking a very positive action, but I don't think it's quite time yet. And then for some of you, the fear voice is trying to get you to do something, and it's saying, hold off, like this clarification card of the Death, like let Spirit transform it, like by staying inward and just staying in that relaxed state and staying in that neutral space. And if you can get past the neutral space about this topic and go on into step 3 of creation and playing and visualizing with what you want to see, you can do that. But neutral is fine for now. That's what they're saying. It's like, it's okay if you can't see the answer or a better outcome, or if you can't play in this space yet, it's okay. Just stay in neutral. And Spirit's going to start to change this around and continue to drop that resistance. You'll continue, the more you stay in neutral about this thing, whatever it is, that Spirit will help you drop that resistance. Meaning, when the fear voice comes in, that's resistance, okay? That represents resistance. And so you won't be pulled by that anymore. You just immediately go to your chair on the left and connect back to the true you who could care less about anything the fear voice is saying. Give us the spiritual key, please. Spiritual key for them right now to keep moving forward. Like the Six of Swords says, you are moving forward. You need to know that. You're moving forward in a very positive way and in the right direction. And the foundation is already being laid in your physical reality. I see that here with the Four of Wands, and you're done with this Eight of Swords coming up in your life. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, here's an energy that you need to embody, and it's confidence. They're saying the spiritual key here is embodying the confidence of your true self. as you see her in her, or him or her, in its truest form, having whatever it's wanting, playing in that, walking around in that, you need to really tap into the confidence of that true self. Like, there's no doubt within the true self. It's all finished. It's all done. It's all complete. It's all whole. It's all fulfilled. There's no needs. There's no wants. It's just there, and it knows it always will be there. And it knows that it can create whatever it wants to create, and there's a confidence in that. So focus on this week, growing in the confidence of yourself, your true self as creator. Grow in your confidence as creator. You're creator. Powerful creator. You're creating right now. Even if it hasn't manifested in your physical world. Spirit's saying foundations are being laid already. You may not be seeing them and know anything about them, but they're telling you that they are. But who cares? Who cares? You can create whatever you want on the inside, and you can live in that. Have confidence. You can live in that in your inner reality, in your inner world. You can live in that all day, no matter what the fear voice says, no matter what's going on in your physical world. Doesn't matter. You can live there. And if you can live there, you can feel those feelings, that joy, and you can walk around in joy, and you can build that joy. So they're saying, a Queen of Wands in the upright they're creative, a leader, they're focused, they know they're a powerful creator. They know it. They totally accept that about themselves. They totally accept that they can create whatever, and that's true, is it not? Can you not create whatever you want in the next moment inside your inner world? Can you not see it there? Now, the fear voice may still tell you, oh, that's never going to happen, and you may still feel resistance around it, but can you not visualize it? If you want to see yourself on a beach somewhere with the man of your dreams, can you not see that right now? Sure you can. You saw it, right? You created it. You're a powerful creator. You created it. And not only did you create it, if you can focus on it for a little minute, you'll feel how that feels to be on the beach with the man of your dreams or woman of your dreams. How's that feel? Do you feel it? You feel that energy? You created that. You're a powerful creator. You created that. You can create whatever feeling you want to feel on the inside. And that's all that matters anyway. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, which is that inner world. The kingdom of heaven is your inner world, your imagination. I heard Neville Goddard this morning talk about Jesus. Your imagination is, Jesus and the imagination are one and the same. And when you believe in your imagination, you believe in Jesus, you believe in your imagination. There's the power to create there. There's the power of life and death. You'll have to listen to that when I posted it in the community. So, first of all, good job. You are a powerful creator. You have shifted your vibration so much. So many things are ending. And don't let the fear voice come in and say, no, it's not. That's not for me. That's not. No. You are. I know this about you. You are. And any second, you can just step into that true self. Any second you choose. And you can go into that creative world and you can create whatever emotions you want to feel. And you pull in those thoughts and those visuals and those images and you live in that. And start, I talked a little bit in the 3-part series yesterday about, if you see something in the visual that maybe a cup you're drinking out of or a drink you're having, if you can access that in your physical world now, go get that. Incorporate that into your world. And that's a way kind of to tie the what we call the 5D, where you're creative, where you want to live from as you walk around during the day, that universe. You tie that to the 3D, which is your physical reality, which is the reflection world. And we think that reflection world is more real than our 5D, but the 5D is the real reality. And everything comes from that place. Everything comes from that place. And if your 3D sucks right now, you've just been impressing that 5D with, the fear voice has been putting whatever thought it wanted to in that world. Therefore, your 3D sucks. But now that's not the case. You've been impressing it with some beautiful thoughts, beautiful feelings, and you are a powerful creator. One thing else, that as you're walking around during the day, and you're having, I do this, like I'm having imaginary conversations with people that have come over to my new house that I bought by making money in the most silly, ridiculous way, that this stuff has come to me, and they're just like so excited for me, and I can see like they knew me before, and they're like, oh my God, what is happening? And I have those I know this sounds crazy, but I'm home by myself, so I can do this. I have those conversations out loud with them. Like as I see them, I'm walking around, I'm throwing laundry in the in the washer or dryer, and I'm having conversations out loud with people in my mind as I'm seeing us walk through this reality. They're so excited for me, and they're like, how did you do that? And everybody wants to know. And I'm just like, yeah, just listen to the Vibe Doctor channel and you'll find out all about it. And it's just crazy and silly how all this came to me. And I used to think, you couldn't get anything unless you struggled and strived, and all I did was sit in my dream chair every day. That's all I did, and here it is. So I say those things like out loud, speak that word from the 5D into my 3D. And there's power in your spoken word also. Creative power in your spoken word. And I know that sounds like, oh my God, you've lost it and you're delusional. Yeah, you kind of have to be delusional to ignore this 3D and not give power to it, but yet give power through your thought and your spoken word to that 5D reality that you are now living in. You're now immersing yourself in that state, and it's very fun, and it makes you feel good. So if nothing else, if nothing shifts, if I'm me and Esther Hicks and Neville Goddard and everybody else who has talked about this from the beginning of time is wrong, the Bible, if everybody's wrong and nothing happens in your 3D, who cares? You got to feel good right now. You got to feel good. And the anxiety is gone, and the depression is gone, and the sadness is gone, and the frustration, and the confusion, and the disappointment, whatever. It's over. So who cares? Who cares? But I believe everything that the Bible says, and Neville Goddard, and William Atkinson, and Florence Scovel Shinn, and Esther Hicks, and Bob Proctor, and I believe them people. I believe them. So, grow in your confidence that you have changed your vibrational state. You did that, and it's amazing. And I'm so proud of you, so proud of me, so proud of us. Hope this helps. I'll see you on the next one.